Ever heard of Changsha? If not, don't worry, you're not alone. This buzzing, neon-lit capital of the Hunan province is China's best-kept secret, a place where every bite of food could set your mouth on fire in the best possible way. Now, it sounds like a small town, but it's far from small. In fact, it has more people than New York City.
Changsha is the kind of city that doesn't just wake up. It explodes into action. From the sizzling street food to the poetic beauty of Yula Mountain, there's a rhythm here that's impossible to ignore. It's the hometown of Mao Zedong, the birthplace of some of China's wildest TV shows, and the undisputed champion of spicy cuisine.
Today, we travel from Hong Kong to Changsha, so grab your chopsticks and lace up your walking shoes as we show you the beginnings of our China rail journey and a little bit of Changsha on our stopover.
We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers. If you're just finding us, we are an American senior travel couple who are on the adventure of our lives. We're traveling China, Japan, and South Korea on this leg, so hit subscribe and follow along on our little travel log. We are a few weeks ahead of our videos, so if you're wondering where we are in the world, we keep our Instagram updated to our current location, so follow us there.
If you caught our video a couple weeks back, you know that our journey kicked off in the dazzling metropolis of Hong Kong. We had a fabulous week of exploration, laughter, and enough local charm to make your heart skip a beat. For anyone thinking about where to begin their China adventure, we wholeheartedly recommend Hong Kong. It's a great way to dip your toes in the water of China without jumping in all at one time. We set off from the sunny south and made our way north, perfectly timed with the shoulder season's just right temperatures, not too chilly, not too toasty.
We arrived at the Kowloon West train station. After a smooth and surprisingly uneventful encounter with Chinese customs, we discovered that entering China isn't as dramatic as you would think. It's done just like every other country.
Now, if you're entering through this station, allow yourself an hour and a half because you'll have to wait in a couple of lines.
Next, we hopped aboard the first of two trains destined for Changsha. We splurged on business class and were tickled pink to find our seats boasted a touch of fancy flair. No ordinary seats here. These were the VIP thrones of the rails.
As soon as we whizzed away, we were delighted by a snack box and the promise of a full meal on the horizon. They even let us choose between spicy or normal, and being our daring selves, we both went for spicy. It turned out to be one of the tastiest Chinese dishes we've ever encountered, served up with the scenic backdrop of a moving train. There's a lot of similarities between this and Amtrak. Okay, none.
They run on rails.
They both go on rails, that's about it. They're both trains. That's it.
We breezed into Guangzhou and had a little layover.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flights of stairs. John!
This is so we can eat more Chinese food.
We've already had one lunch, and I have a feeling that they're going to give us another lunch when we get on the train.
As we waited on the platform, we had a little discussion about the joy of travel.
One of the things that I love, and I don't know if it's a high that we get when we travel, but when you're a little nervous about where you're going, you're not really sure of what's to come and what it's going to look like, and you arrive in a place and you look around and you think, this is kind of crazy, or this is kind of different, or where do I go? What do I do? I think that's so much fun.
It is, and China's an interesting place. We had a little bit of apprehension just getting through immigration, finding our trains, but we'll be back.
Maybe we will. I kind of thought this might be a one and done kind of thing, but so far, so good.
We boarded our second train and enjoyed about 2 more hours of high-speed bliss en route to Changsha. For this leg, we also booked a G-class train, which zips along dedicated high-speed rails so smooth you'll think you're gliding on silk. These marvels of engineering are designed to hit speeds of up to 217 miles an hour, with some even flirting with 236 miles an hour. We even caught an overhead alert telling us that we were cruising at around 200, as we flew past quaint towns and lively villages. Our business class seats reclined into a full flat position, complete with reading lights, a setup so comfy it made our recent Amtrak experiences in the U.S. feel like a bumpy, overpriced carnival ride. These 2 tickets in total cost $275 per person, while second class here cost only $141. The distance? Think Chicago to Nashville, only with a side of futuristic flair.
Our onboard dining had another quirky twist.
It's better for you guys.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. Check it out. We got Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. They brought it just for us.
That's incredible.
I guess he didn't think we could handle the heat.
This is chicken baked rice with cream mushroom. And John got Italian beef baked rice with tomato.
Pizza Hut. I didn't know Pizza Hut made this.
I'm kind of thinking, let's try out the Pizza Hut.
Once again, they go above and beyond for service. They didn't have to do that. They just did that for us.
Didn't have to.
Do we look different? We stand out. Yes, so.
The shirts.
It's the shirts.
We ate our meal and traveled for a couple of hours through the countryside. By the way, the yellow flowers you see are rapeseed, or as we call it in the United States, canola.
When we exited the train, we made our way to the subway station. 12 stations, and I think that cost just over $1.
Okay, great. For 2 tickets?
Yeah.
Good. So we're going to follow when we exit the signs for 2A.
2A when we exit.
And then we're going to have a half-mile walk to our hotel.
That's better than a taxi.
Yeah, cheaper.
Cheaper, definitely cheaper.
We'll definitely use the stairs.
Yes.
Our stay was at the Grand Hyatt, where a rate of $132 per night quickly turned into a dream upgrade to a luxurious suite, thanks to our trusty Hyatt status.
OMG.
Look, the windows are opening.
Oh, wow, I didn't see that. Coincidentally, it was Bev's birthday during our visit, and the hotel sweetened the celebration with a cute pink cake and a festive signage delivered straight to our room when we went out for the day.
John made my birthday extra special by arranging a delightful spa massage for me, with the staff's charm and fun energy making it a memorable treat. Every moment at the hotel was over-the-top wonderful, leaving us buzzing with delight.
Since Changsha was more of a pit stop than a grand destination, our agenda was delightfully minimal. We had 2 must-dos. First, a visit to Orange Island to see the Mao Zedong bust, but as we raced to the metro, we got separated.
Okay, I got on and John did not. He's out there. Our plan is always if we ever get separated, we just go to the next stop and get off. But actually this time I think I'm supposed to get off at this stop, so we'll see. He was telling me to run, and I think at the last minute he said, no, and I was already on. Couldn't stop myself. Here we go. I've always wondered how we'll do this if we ever get separated, but we run for subways all the time, so it makes sense that one of us is going to get on and one's not. And there he is. The man of the hour.
Back to the island. The Mao Zedong bust is a must-see when in Changsha. It's sort of a youthful, windswept version of Mount Rushmore, only quite different. The island's trolley system, reminiscent of a quirky Disney tram ride, offered a scenic journey that was as charming as it was unexpected.
What really surprised us at Orange Island was the contagious pride of the people. Aside from the classic influencer snapshots, we saw families, dancers, and even spontaneous sing-alongs that made us feel the warmth and deep-rooted love that locals have for their homeland. It is true, no matter where we travel, locals always love where they live.
Our second stop was the Grand Hunan Museum. As the capital of the Hunan region, Changsha's museum is nothing short of impressive, showcasing antiquities with exhibits in both Chinese and English. John was particularly fascinated by the 2,000-year-old mummy, which sadly we couldn't film. We also viewed clay relics and ornate ancient garments. The museum even featured a replica tomb that left us both in awe of the deep appreciation for the local history.
We absolutely adored our time in Changsha, and while it was just a brief pause on our journey, it filled our hearts with memorable moments. Now, onward to Zhangjiajie National Park. The real-life inspiration for Avatar's mystical landscapes awaits us next. We're hopping on another train and we're meeting up with our boys. We'll see you next week. Be sure to hit subscribe and follow along on our retirement journey around the world.